Welcome to the Bernie and Marley podcast. Hey guys, welcome to the Bernie podcast. And today we're going to be talking about school and...
I think you missed a whole word.
What?
Right before the word podcast.
Oh, guys, welcome to the Bernie and Marley podcast. And today we have an interesting topic. We're talking about school. And we're just going to decide if college is worth it. And let's just see what we come up with. And... all right, be honest with all of us here.
Dang,
Dead
pointing
honest.
at me.
Did your degree ever do anything for you?
I think, for me personally, I didn't use it the right way. I didn't go into certain fields or maneuver myself in the right way. You know what I mean?
But I think the degree you had, it's something that's not really needed no more.
No, I think it's needed. It's needed in every field. What do you mean? Every single field.
What did you learn though? Okay, if you guys don't know, Marlena has a business management degree.
Yes,
I dropped out.
Administration.
I dropped out the moment I aced my exam and my business management class. You know why I dropped out?
Why?
Honestly, the dead honest truth.
Okay.
Okay, one reason I dropped out was because I wanted to be in the workforce already. I wanted to make some money, you know.
School wasn't your thing.
Yeah. Second, I was taking his business classes, economics classes, and this is all things I learned while at my workplace.
So you were like learning like real world experience.
Yeah, I was working at Red Bull Distribution. And it's all about sales, marketing, a lot of marketing. And I would tag along with my boss and he'll teach me everything about...
Well, did it make your classes easy? Because then you can actually like relate it in the real world experience?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then the projects, when we came down, I love doing the projects. I always did my projects on Red Bull.
Nerd. Just kidding.
No, I just dropped out because I'm like, this is complete BS, dude. Like, I'm not gonna get anything done here. I just feel like, this is school's not for me. Like, I'm already learning this at my workplace.
You didn't feel like it was benefiting you?
Yeah, cause I'm like, dude, I'm learning all this at work. Like,
did you feel like you fell into that trap where like, well, I'm already making money, so I'm just gonna keep working where I'm at?
Yeah, I find it more beneficial for me to stick at my workplace and keep asking more questions. And be more hands-on at work. Just tag along with the big bosses. And I learned a lot about marketing and how to push products. And I was like, wow, I'm grateful to be here.
I don't like marketing.
It's a headache.
I don't like it. I guess, you know what? I just don't like more of the sales aspect of it.
You can make it fun if you like it.
Well, that's what I mean. I don't like it.
It's not going to be fun for you.
And it never was.
Oh, my God.
Even like taking classes like that, like I didn't like it. Yes, it gave me a different insight on why companies like do certain things a certain way or do what they do. Mm-hmm. But I don't like those classes. I don't like sales. No, I'm not a shark like that.
It all backfired on me though. I never did anything with business.
Well, that's just you though.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was still exploring, like see what I like.
If you would have utilized your business degree along with those sales and marketing, like which you found like you liked it, right? I was gonna say fine, enjoyable. You liked them. Mm-hmm. If you would have utilized your business degree for those kinds of ways, maybe more like entrepreneurial, it would have benefited you, and you could have grown more and more the company if that's what you would have chosen to do, and they would have looked at you like that because they would have liked that you would have had a business degree, which they would have, because I know other people who have gone more corporate.
90% of management did not have a degree. The top guy running the whole... I just said
it would have helped you.
The whole guy running all of LA for Red Bull didn't have a degree.
Yeah, but sometimes there's companies who do like I know it's not everywhere, but like I know I have a cousin who corporate was wanting them to move up towards that direction. The only reason that was kind of keeping him from moving up was that they wanted him to have a BA. They wanted him to have a degree.
How long ago was that? I have a story for that also.
That was like a few years ago. Maybe a little bit longer.
I
But
remember
it's not like crazy long time ago.
I wanted to work for Budweiser, and in order to be in a sales position, you had to have a degree. Like, you need a degree. If you don't have a degree, then you're not gonna move up.
Okay.
But I was just talking to one of my friends. Like, they're slowly pushing away from that now. Like, they're being more lenient now. Like, okay, you don't have to have a degree now. But before, when the degree was
highly valued.
highly valuable. I wouldn't say highly valuable, but
Well, not valuable, but valued. Like, if you had a degree, it was almost like they say that it was like a guaranteed you're gonna get a good job really a good job, a job.
nothing's guaranteed. I don't think it was a guarantee. It was more
No,
like
they didn't fully guarantee it, but they make it seem that way.
that's what the commercials are selling you.
Well, yeah, hence me saying, well, that's why I mean, like, they made you view it that way.
All right, let's go backwards before
All right,
college.
backpedal.
All right, let's talk about high school. What did you learn in high school? What did high school teach you?
Tell me how much I hated math. Hated all those math classes, and I was not looking forward to them in going to college. I just knew that I wasn't have to be taking those kinds of classes. I don't know, like, I mean, they gave me like what I learned, you learn basic math, basic English. Don't you start to learn critical thinking?
What questions would be on the critical thinking? I can't remember. Honestly, because I don't think I bother even trying to even solve the equation.
Well, in high school, I was in like literature. I mean, we all took like literature classes, but you know that there's those AP ones, and then there's the regular ones. And the only reason I didn't take those AP ones is honestly because I was lazy.
The AP one is supposed to be more fast paced or harder.
Well, they're college accredited classes.
Oh, okay.
Like, if you take those tests, those AP tests, and you pass, like, they go towards college.
Really? I didn't know about that.
Well, yeah, and that's why I was like, damn, dang, I messed up. Now as an adult, now that I'm older, I would have gone that route.
The only thing I liked about school was my computers class. They'll teach us like Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign.
We didn't have computers class like that.
Well, it's because you're way older than me. But
I'm like, dang.
Man, I was so grateful to learn those programs. That's the only thing I liked about school and sports.
If we would have had a class like that, I would have probably said like that probably would have been like one of the classes that really taught me like life skills outside of, past high school.
A lot of people, man, I'm shocked nobody even fought to take those classes. A lot of people try to get out of that. And I was like, no, I love this. And till today, I use Photoshop, Illustrator. I do video edits, and
They probably wish that they paid more attention.
I didn't realize I was still gonna be using that stuff to this day. I use it for my podcast, for my YouTube channel. Just editing these pictures, editing video. I'm like, damn, I'm glad I took those classes.
So going back towards, we backpedal towards high school. For you, when you were in high school, did they really push like college after graduation? Because I know for my year they did a lot.
They pushed this so hard, it was like mandatory. You're gonna go to college. I remember this guy behind.
You probably were like a deadbeat if you didn't, like a loser.
It was like the medicine commercials. They put like a scare tactic, like if you don't go to school, you're gonna be a loser. I was talking to with this kid. Who was I talking to? Oh, your niece. I told her, hey, do they still like preach? They push college a lot, and she's like, yeah. I'm like, what do they say if you don't go to college? And it's like, oh, my teacher says if you don't go to college, you're a loser. I'm like, oh, heck no. Like,
dang, why are they telling people like that? Telling the kids.
Dude, I was gonna flip out, but obviously her dad, your brother, was there. And I didn't want to start putting stuff in her head like, it's not my job to be throwing stuff into your kids like that, you know? Like, I'm going to tell my kids stuff that they're not going to learn in school.
I'm just like,
I was just holding it. Like,
totally speechless. Wow.
I was just holding it like, what did your teacher say again? I tried to hold it in, and I did a good job. Pat on my shoulder. I held it in. I didn't tell her the truth.
She shouldn't be telling her those things.
I don't know why they push school so hard. If they're lucky, I'm not a teacher, because I wouldn't say don't go.
I wouldn't want my kids' teachers telling them not to go to college.
Okay, I wouldn't say that. I would say go to school that's gonna be worth something, like, in life.
I get it. You're trying to say that you wouldn't be pushing it. You wouldn't be telling the kids you're a loser if you don't go to college.
One thing they told me in school is like, Bernie, read. I used to be like, heck no, I hate reading. What the heck am I reading for? Like, I can read subtitles.
For anything?
I read subtitles on TV.
I don't know, read the streets?
And I was like, I read subtitles.
Read if I'm at Rite Aid or at Walgreens? I don't know.
Cut me off and I'm gonna smash this microphone in your head. Try me. All right, here it goes, okay? One more time.
All right.
So, I forgot what I was going to say. No, it's true. Like, they said reading is important, which it is. But don't tell me to read useless damn books. Freaking Captain Underpants. That's the only book I ever read in high school. I swear, like, from beginning to end. Captain Underpants.
And that was that for funsies or was that for class?
I think it was for funsies. I think I was literally, because I was into it. You
didn't read any of the books, like, for any of the classes? Because I know that all schools usually have, like, a set books of they do. Because I know, like, I read, like, the Frankenstein one.
Oh, nah. I read it, but I never finished it. I'm talking about beginning to end. I finished Captain Underpants. I would read the Goosebumps books, but I never finished those. They're interesting. They're cool. But for some reason, I finished Captain Underpants.
It's okay, man. You know, it's not real. It's not everybody's thing.
No, but
I can read a 600-page book in about 2 days. It's not for everybody.
Okay, you know what I used to do for my book reports? I used to read books that were based on movies.
I used to cheat. I used to read the summary, and then I'm trying to write my book report based on the summary. And so I went to
really. That's hard.
I used to try and do like a cheat like that.
Man, that's hard.
Maybe read some facts in the book to be like, pull it together. Try and make it sound, rational.
There was this book supposedly I read. I didn't even read not even the first page. But the book was I had the book. I owned it. It was my book. It came with the DVD. It was called The Count of Monte Cristo. Have you seen it?
I've seen the movie.
Yeah. So I pretty much just saw the movie and I told him what the book was about.
And
he looked at me. He looked at me and he's like, I know he knew I was lying. But I was like, yeah, I read that book. Come on. It was like a thick book. I swear it was like 500 pages on it.
Probably looking at you like,
Like, Bernie,
I can take one look at you. I can smell you.
I can see through your
Didn't
BS.
even know. Didn't even. What? You can see through your BS?
Yeah, he knew I didn't read that 500-page book. I just saw the movie and just told him what it was about.
And then he told you, stay in school, go to college.
He's like, Bernie, please stay in school.
He's like, you need to go to college, get you an education.
You know what my goal in high school was? My GPA? My goal was to get a 2.0 GPA.
That's low.
I know. That's because that would make you eligible to play sports.
So you like barely got by. And I mean like burly.
Yes, but barely.
Burly.
No, but to me, I didn't see as barely getting past it. I like, yes, I got a 2.0. I can play sports. And I didn't really care after that. That's a bad mindset, huh?
Yeah. What is that, like a D?
That's D's and F's. D's with one F probably.
My parents would have whooped my A, was it AA something hockey sticks, whatever it's called?
Yeah, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. But going back to reading books, look, reading is very important. I learned that. I actually been reading books. Yeah, Bernie Gonzalez has been reading books lately. And when I mean reading books, I'm talking about audiobooks.
So then you're not reading.
No, but it's the same thing. Why am I can listen to it, right?
I guess that's how it works for you.
All right. Okay. So I read. Okay, hold on. So these reading is very important, but like read important books that are gonna bring value to you. Self-worth books. Those are the kind of books I should have read in high school, but I had no idea these books even existed.
Well, you had a different mindset. So even if they did it, which they did exist, however, you having a different mindset, you were oblivious to them.
In high school, did you know what you're gonna be later in life?
I barely know what's gonna happen tomorrow, let alone what I'm gonna be. No, I used to think about that a lot. In college, you have to like pick a major. You know, I think by your third year, you know, you have to like pick a major. You can't be undecided.
Wait. Pick a major on your third year in college? Mm-hmm. I thought that was in the first year.
No, you can be undecided until you feel like, oh, this is what I'm going to do, accounting, or I'm going to do liberal arts, or I'm going to do kinesiology. You know what I mean? Like people kind of find where they're like, you know what, I do want to do social work, stuff like that. And then there's people who go into it their very first year and they think they know what they want to do, and they think they know what they want to do, and then they start doing the classes for that, and then they realize, you know what, this isn't for me, and then they switch.
Yeah, I think a lot of us can relate to that. I changed my major like 3 times.
I changed my major twice.
Serious? What?
Well, when I first declared, I felt like I had to pick something. So I chose business, and I had taken quite a few classes, and then I decided, you know what? I don't want to do business anymore. I want to teach. I want to be a teacher. So I started actually taking courses. I changed my major and everything. Mm-hmm. And then an unexpected thing happened in my life, and I decided,
she got knocked up, guys.
Hey, shut up. Don't say it like that.
Loser. Just kidding. Go on.
But anyways, I got knocked up, guys.
Not by me.
No, but for real though, like I had an unplanned pregnancy, and it kind of made me start being like, okay, well, I need to get out of school. You know, I can't be messing around. I can't, you know what I mean? I have to get the ball rolling. And I realized that, you know what? I'm going to go back to my business because I already had done a lot of classes, and I wouldn't have to take as long in that course. You know what I mean? To get my degree.
So is business like a quick way to graduate? It's the easiest major?
No, it's not the easiest major. It's just what I chose. And then I had already done so many classes in the business field that it just made sense to me at the time. It made sense to go and continue my business, just kind of change the business area, since I already completed so many classes, meaning I didn't have as many classes left to complete.
It's crazy you wanted to be a teacher. I think that would have been a good fit for you because you love weekends. You love your time to yourself. You love vacationing, dude. You love that freedom, and I think being a teacher would have worked out for you.
But after having my daughter, it just made me realize I don't think I could have taught little kids, that's where I wanted to originally teach, is little kids. And it kind of made me think like I don't really have as much patience as I thought I did. So
if I was to teach, I would want to teach high school. I think that'd be fun.
Not for me. I don't want to teach any of those.
Day one.
Any of those kids.
Get the TV out, though. You know, the TV, the famous TV. When you walk into the classroom and you see the TV plugged in.
And you know it's going to be movie time.
Woo-hoo. Yes. No time for work. I mean, I don't get to do anything. Wait, what? I don't even know what I'm saying. Tongue twisting. Okay. My bad. First day, me as a teacher, straight up put up some Gary Vaynerchuk video clips, motivational clips. You think that'd be bad?
What? I mean, as long as you apply it in a lesson. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there has to be a point. Are you just going to be randomly watching videos?
No, just trying to make a statement. Like, hey, dude.
Well,
like,
yeah, I mean, the videos are going to serve a purpose, right?
Don't buy into the trap. Because honestly, we were freaking, how should I say? Our minds were brainwashed. I was literally convinced if I didn't go to college, I'm going to be a freaking loser.
Just like
I was convinced. Until a few years into school, I started realizing you don't need it. And then, I would feel guilty every time I thought about dropping out. I'm like, damn. It's because everybody, everybody's telling me, don't drop out. You're going to be a loser. You're going to be a fuck up. You're not going to do nothing in life. And it was just all these voices going through my head. I'm like, okay, I guess keep going. But I don't like school. I know I can do better.
I guess everybody feels that. Like, me being in school too, I felt like I had to be there. Like, well, my parents told me if I'm not in school, I'm working. So, and vice versa kind of thing. Like, you know what I mean? If I'm in school, then that's what I'm doing. That's my job. Not that I can't work at the same time, but like, you know what I mean? So like, if I'm not in school doing that, then I'm having a full-time job. And I don't know. I just felt like I had to go to college. This is something that I needed to do. And this is what I needed to get. This is what was going to make me successful. This what was going to, you know what I mean? It was like.
Who told you that it was going to make you successful? Like,
where else am I going to go after high school but college? It was like, that's where everybody's going.
Hey, you know what?
Doing.
It's funny. I have 13 to 18-year-olds listen to this podcast. I was looking at my stats.
I'm like, okay, side note.
Hold on. It is. I want to make a comment.
Let's turn left here.
No, it's not a left.
This is a left. Okay.
I'm making a sharp turn. Anyways, same thing.
That's what he said.
If you don't want, I'm not giving you guys advice, but I'm telling you, if you don't want to go to college, don't think it's the end of the world, dude. There's so much opportunity out there. It's not even funny. It's like there's so much things you can do. For me, there's so much I want to do, but I don't have time. It's like I have family, I have a job, I have a YouTube channel, I have a podcast, and I feel like my mind is running in circles sometimes.
Like it just did right now. I feel like I can even see it happen right now watching your facial expressions, like you talking from start to finish. I was like, wow, it just went full circle. No, just that
these kids are scared that they don't want to go to school, and it's like, I think my generation, I'm not going to push that to my kids. Like, hey, if you don't want to go, it's fine, but I need to know a game plan. Like, what's your game plan, dude? Make me feel comfortable.
Well, if you're not going to be in school, it's like you better be getting a job. You better be going to work.
Well, yeah, you better go to work, but do something, that's going to make you good. Learn skills. And live for free at my house. As long as you're learning something, I don't mind. But if you start being lazy ass, not working, not want to do anything, like literally dead end, like I just see you go to work, come back, then it's going to bother me, Like, hey, you're going to pay rent because you're not doing crap with your life. Like if you're going to go to work at a restaurant, work at a crappy job, but come back and you start learning new skills like with the computer, learning Photoshop, learning how to animate, stuff like that, then heck yeah, dude, you can stay here because I know you're going to be good at it.
You're saying that you don't want them to get stuck in like a dead end thing. That if they're using if this is like a stepping stone to get them from A to B, then okay, I'm willing to help you get from A to B. But if you're not doing anything to get to the next step, then that's where you have a problem, right? That's basically what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
And the thing with kids, they're too scared to start. Like, Bernie, I don't know how to start animating. I don't know how to do a YouTube channel. And like every freaking motivational speaker talks about, just throw yourself out there. People are going to talk crap about you no matter what. If you do good, if you do bad, they're going to talk. They are the popcorn eaters. They're the audience. They're here to watch you fail. They want to see you fail. And then when you succeed, they're going to be talking behind your back still. So just throw yourself out there.
You just got to keep moving forward.
I don't want to sound like an entrepreneur because I'm not an entrepreneur. This is just things I'm learning as I go. It's like I had to throw myself out there, and here I am jib-jabbing with you guys. You know what's funny? On Instagram, there's fake gurus on Instagram that buy likes, they buy comments, they buy followers. I was like, what the heck? I saw a video on YouTube about this stuff.
Oh, okay. I'm like, where are you going with this?
It was just a quick random thought.
Well, I guess for people who can't see my face was like,
She looks
what?
confused.
Yes, I'm trying to process.
She's all
I'm trying to
cross-eyed.
connect the dots.
She's all cross-eyed right now. Like,
exactly.
what?
I'm trying to find those dots.
No, it's going back to the whole college thing. Yeah, I felt guilty dropping out, man. Because everybody was like, damn, you dropped out. And I was like, oh, this is crazy.
I would have felt the shame, especially from my family. I think, or at least, I don't know if they would have made me feel bad, but I know I felt like they would have. So I felt like the pressure, like, oh, go to college.
And I think people feel guilty when they're in the table eating, and your cousins are there, your brothers, family members.
Yeah, and they're all going to college except you.
Hold on, let me cut me
my
off
bad.
again. I'm gonna get this damn mic, knock you out, and then roundhouse kick you.
Dang, just for good measure?
Yeah.
Gosh.
It sucks when they're going around the table and they're all talking about, oh, I got accepted at UC Santa Cruz. Oh, I'm going to is it Cal State Santa Barbara or UC Santa Barbara?
I think it's UC.
Oh, UC Santa Barbara. Oh, I got accepted at USC. What about you, Bernie?
I'm working at McDonald's.
I work at McDonald's. I'm an entrepreneur. It says on my Instagram.
I'm saving up.
I got 10,000 followers. I'm a pretty big deal here.
They're gonna be like, all right. How's that working out for you?
Okay, now let's fast forward a few years, right?
Okay.
All of us are on the kitchen table. Same people that were saying going to these schools. Okay, so here it goes again. Oh, so what's going on with school? I didn't drop out, but I'm letting go like a few semesters. I'm taking time off. Probably take a year off. The next guy. Oh, I graduated. I got my diploma, but I'm not gonna look for work for another year. And the other guy's like, I haven't found a job. The other guy's like, I can't find a job in the career I wanted to be in. Like, it has anything to do with my degree. And then it comes back to the other person. It's like the person that didn't go to college, like, wow, they're doing all these things, but they still look down that because they didn't go to school.
Because they don't have the degree. The status.
You can make 6 figures and they still look down at them. And it's like, oh, you didn't go to school, so yeah.
That doesn't always happen, but I mean, that is a lot of common scenarios.
What does it? Don't you look at the
a lot of like my degree, right? Like looking for work. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have a degree.
Oh wait, hold on.
Wait, what?
Does my truck driving certificate count as a degree?
No.
Really?
I don't think so.
I'm proud of that thing.
I mean, it's a license. It's like a license thing, but it wouldn't count as a degree.
What's different between a nursing license and a truck driving license certificate?
Because even though it's called a nursing license, they have a degree. It's from either what are those, like 4-year accredited schools or something, or it's like a trade school, something like Concord. Like they went and studied, and it was.
I went out and studied too. You know what? Nah, whatever. I'm proud of my certificate.
Be proud. I wouldn't put it in the degree category.
Whatever. I'm proud of it, dude. Every time I look at the certificate,
kudos.
it's on my wall.
You hear this? This is for Bernie.
Thank you. Wait, how about we get you a real clap?
That was a real clap, fool.
No, like
you seen it.
I have a subscription to the licensed music. You know what? Give me a hand claps. You see, that sounds good. No, but every time I look at my certificate, I'm like, damn, I'm proud of it. It opened so many doors for me. It only took me a month and 2 weeks to get it.
Hey, and you worked hard for it too.
I did.
I remember. Remember all those
I was
studying.
so stressed out. I had to just quit my job.
I know you were so nervous to actually like drive it.
Dude, I had nobody in my family ever drove a big rig. I quit my job to pursue this certificate. And when I quit my job, I think 2 days later, you told me you were pregnant. And I was like, are you kidding me, dude?
You're like, really, God?
Really? Really?
Think you're funny, huh?
Hey, what were you saying right now? What were we talking about?
No, we're talking about school.
I know. It had to do with school.
Wait.
Hold on, let's go back. Let me
I
pause
know,
it really
right?
quick. Hold on, let me pause it and let's go back. Okay, we found out what she was talking about before I strictly interrupted her. So what were you saying? Something about your degree.
I know, you're always having us turn lefts right in the middle of my conversations.
You cut me off so many times. I want to
Dang.
roundhouse kick you right now.
Well, that's probably why I cut you off in the first place. Anyways, before you cut me off again. Okay, as I was saying. So, although I have a degree, I have found that it was still very hard to find employment in the career fields that I'm wanting.
And then? Just kidding.
Exactly. Because I have no experience. So, I'm like, why are you... Imagine the manager. So, why do you want this job? I'm like,
I need a damn job.
well, because I need to get paid. I got bills. I want to
broke.
eat. Maybe go out.
Why do you want to work at Yogurtland for? You know, I always had a passion for yogurt.
Like, oh, I see you have a business degree. Oh, yes, I have a BA in business administration. Oh, yes, but you have no working experience. When was the last time you worked? 3 years ago? Oh, wait. Well, we'll see. Son of a biscuit. So see,
you
it
already
doesn't.
knew?
I didn't already know, but I'm just like, those are scenarios that you run into. Like, even though you do have a degree, you are not guaranteed a job. Even though once you do get a job, you do get paid more for having a degree.
I don't think that's true. You know what? In some fields, yes.
there's a lot of fields that they want you to have a degree, and you will get a slight pay increase just for having a degree.
Freaking $2,000 more. You gotta be kidding me. I can make that doing a yard sale.
Dang, what do you have in the house that's worth all that?
I can go out and buy stuff on OfferUp, Craigslist, and flip it and make my $2,000. There you go. Boom!
Yeah, but then you have to hurry and move all the product. Otherwise, it just sits there.
I'm just telling you right here some ideas.
Okay, see, like I said, always be taking left turns. Let's take a right turn
I'm
back to
telling
where
you
we were
a way I
talking.
can come up with those $2,000. If you're gonna make more than $2,000 more than me because you have a degree, I know how to come up with those $2,000.
Yeah, doing a bunch of overtime.
No, flipping product, not paying any taxes on it. Duh.
Yeah, if you're doing side hustles, but not.
That side hustle could turn into a career.
Yeah, a lot of those, like a lot of people who have full-time careers start off with certain side hustles.
Yeah. Man, this sucks. A lot of people get bashed for not going to school or being dropped out or dropping out when they're going around the table, especially on Thanksgiving. You go,
I like how you said that on Thanksgiving. Okay.
It's like, what are you doing, Bernie?
What about all the family birthdays?
The family birthdays. Hey,
Little
Bernie,
Julio's
so
birthday party.
I'm like,
I know I interrupted you.
I don't know. I don't think you people should feel bad. It's a lot of people that feel guilt. Like they know what they want to do, but they don't want to pursue it because of comments people are gonna make. Like, you dropped out to do that?
Like, if it's my niece, okay, like, you know what? Let's bring this closer to home. Nieces and nephews.
Okay, go.
If none of them went to college or some kind of schooling to learn a trade, obviously they have to be working, but I would encourage them to pursue something that was going to be like stable or long term or something like that, because what if they don't go to school and they're just working at freaking Kohl's? They can't be working at Kohl's forever, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, you need to either work your way up, or you need to leave and find things that are going to propel you
Trade
forward.
school? Trade school?
Well, I mean, yeah, because you're still
Trade
learning
school-
a trade. You're learning a craft. You're learning something. Like even you can even go to Concord and do a training. You know, a 2-year training thing or whatever.
Do welding,
nursing.
electrician.
LVN. Yeah, there's a lot of things.
These
Like
guys
you
make
know,
over 6 figures a year, dude.
it's totally okay to go to those things rather than a 4-year college.
And that's a
because
trade school.
I'm still paying off my student loans.
I remember in senior year, this lady from ITT Tech came, and wow, let me tell you, she's a salesman, dude.
Oh yeah, she hooked you or what?
She came in, we sat down, and teacher was like, "Hey guys, here's this representative. Her name is, I don't know, let's give her a name. What should we give her?
Brenda.
Here's Brenda. She's from ITT Tech. She's gonna tell you guys about it. So here you go. All right. So here's all of us 17, 18-year-olds sitting down, and she brings a stereo out, and she starts playing the song "Independent" by T.I. And she's rapping. She goes, INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? She got her own car. She got her own house. Something big.
I was like,
And then she paused and like, don't you guys want that? Don't you guys want that? And we're all like, yeah. And she's like, okay, well, let me show you guys how you can be independent. And then she plays the song again for like a few seconds, and then she turns it off. All right, let me tell you guys about ITT Tech. These are real jobs right now where you can make money. Like at work and off work. I'm like, whoa, okay, I'm interested. I think that school went bankrupt or something. They had to close it down.
I don't know.
I swear, I would hire her as a sales person.
Really? She got everybody hyped up, wanted to go to ITT?
Dude, this is something I've been wanting to do, haven't told you yet. We're going to start having a tent. We're going to rent tent space where what do you call it? Those markets?
Tent space?
Yeah, tent space for markets for podcasting. We're just going to have our tents out there.
Oh.
Like a tent space. You know, like you go to Swami, you see a lot of tents.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
What?
What are we going to do?
Oh, just sit there and have a table out there with our mics and just interview people with the sign. It says Bernie and Marty Podcast. Hey, we got to throw ourselves out there, right? That's in the future, though.
Okay.
That's when I get some time off because I have no time off at work right now. 0 hours on my...
I'm more like, where are we going to fit this in?
What are you talking about?
In our busy schedules. We have schedules.
I know we're so busy right now. I don't know, dude.
That's why the future is a good word for that.
Like I said, guys, 13 to 18-year-olds listening to this podcast. I know you listen. I see the stats on my stuff, on my podcast. Throw yourself out there. Who cares? Okay, look, if I had to do it all over again, I would go to college. Yeah. But I will go to college to learn animation. I'll probably learn that at a trade school, right?
Yeah, you can learn it at a trade school, or maybe you can find a certain program at a certain college that really like has a good program for that.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to do animation, recording, video stuff. But I don't want to go in through the like the stupid stuff that does nothing to do with what I want to do, like the English classes, history classes.
But you're going to have to do that because unless you do the trade school thing, because then they don't usually do that. But if you go to like a 4-year college, you're going to have to take like core classes, like general classes.
Then I would want to go to trade school.
Because everybody who goes to college takes general classes. Like everybody takes a math, English, a history, like a writing. You know what I mean?
So to my kids, my advice would be go to school to something that is worth it, that's going to bring value to you and the world.
Well, I think my take on it is if I can do it again, I would actually go for a different field in different areas that at the time I don't think I would have done because one, I was a bit lazier. I had other priorities that were not it was not all about academics. So
she was a sick party girl. She was all about.
I was a social butterfly. So if I would go back and do it again, I would definitely.
What was that club you're in?
I was part of a Greek life.
There you go. Some Greek stuff. I don't know what.
I was part of the Greek life, but that's not to say that all Greek people are like that. It's just that was how I was. But I was more concerned about social life rather than academics. So if I had to do it again, I would be more balanced than I was before. And I would go for fields that I actually wish that I would have done now. Like, you know what I mean? I wish I would have entered those in the first place so I could be in those fields now. Even though I know that people can, but it's just, I don't want to do that for me anymore right now, you know? But advice I would tell my kids is that not really advice, I would be either you're in school or you're working.
No, don't tell them that.
Yeah,
what do you mean? You're just setting them up for failure.
What do you mean? Either you're working or
you gotta
you're in
work
school.
with them. Be like, hey, okay, let's see what's working out here. Let's see what's working out here in the world.
I'm not saying not to try new things, but it's either or.
Look, your anthropology degree is not gonna work here, man. What can you do with an anthropology degree? What is that, anyways? It sounds smart.
My cousin has that.
Anthropology.
I think I don't know where you can apply that. I'm sure you can apply that towards certain other fields, but I'm not sure.
Hold on, let me look it up really quick because in podcast time that takes 2 seconds. Hold up. Okay, I got it. Damn, freaking fast at searching. Did you guys see that? It says students with an undergraduate degree in anthropology commonly follow any of 4 main career paths, which is positions in government, academia. What the heck is that?
Academics.
Why does it say academia?
Because it's the right word for it.
Really? Okay, it says business or community service organizations. Of course, many graduates of anthropology program choose to become an archaeologist, paleontologist, ethnologist, or primatologist.
That probably has to do with like the museum things. Like,
wow, hey, that's interesting though. If that would pay good, I would do that. But I don't know. I don't know anything about that career. Nothing. So I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that. So main thing is, man, I don't want to give advice to these people. Don't drop out of school. Like what I'm saying is, do something you know you're gonna like doing.
Yeah, because for me, you know what? Even though I feel the way I do now about college, but college showed me a lot of things. It gave me a lot of life experiences. You meet a lot of different people. You learn to socialize in many different situations with different kinds of people. So your world opens up. You know what I mean? So like I had a lot of good experiences with college.
Yeah. If I had to tell my 18-year-old self, if I was talking to my 18-year-old self, I'll be like, hey Bernie, so what do you want to do? And 18-year-old self Bernie would be like, I want to be a gamer. So I'd be like, okay Bernie, this is what you got to do. Go to school and learn to, damn, I don't even know what to say. Video animation, Photoshop, Illustrator, be good with the computer, learn computer skills, learn to communicate with people. But all that can be self-taught. Like I'm still learning stuff on my own just through YouTube.
Yeah, but if you can go to school and have people show you and teach you and it's worth the money because you know you're going to put it to towards something, towards your future, then that's different because I'm sure learning all this, you know, with help would be so much easier, faster, wouldn't it? So I wouldn't go suggest people to go teach themselves, although if that's all you're able to do, then for sure. You know what I mean? You can only do what you can do. But when it comes to school,
I learned to unclog a toilet through YouTube. Did you know that? Remember the toilet wasn't working?
Your left field just went, oh my God.
Hi, my name is Bernie. I attended the University of YouTube. You know what, guys? Something
I know
funny.
you learn everything from YouTube. You're always like, hold on, I'm gonna look it up on YouTube.
But why am I gonna pay a plumber freaking $400 or $500 to unclog that when I can just do it myself? You see, by me learning to do that, I saved us money right there.
Yeah, you know, because if it was been broken like beyond what I thought that we could do, then I would for sure be suggesting we need some professional help.
I got some left field comments right here. Just to be funny, when you guys gather up around the table and everybody's talking about what they're doing in life. You know, the UC Santa Cruz guy, UC Davis, UC Santa Barbara, UC San Diego over here, guys. And they come to you, be like, just tell them you attended the University of YouTube.
And they're gonna be like, "What's that?"
Be like, oh, that's some Illuminati crap. Wait,
So anyway, let's reroute. We are rerouting from this left turn that we have taken.
And let's just end this because I have to go to sleep. I have to go to work. All right, guys. So, yeah, man, do something that brings value to the world and you're going to end up enjoying. Like I said, if I had to do it all over again, I actually could go back to school right now. I actually thought about going to school, learning how to do animating. Like
to do what? To just take a couple classes?
I want to learn to animate. Just, let me see. Like do like tell a story when the characters are talking, the characters are moving their hands, drawing and stuff. I want to learn to do that. I think that'd be so cool. I know, but it's expensive.
And there it is, folks.
Money's in the way. You know, I could do it. Honestly, I could do it. All I gotta do is take out a loan. That's all I gotta do.
Take out a loan?
I know, that sucks. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I was like, don't do that, people.
No, Bernie. What about the wedding? Use it for the wedding. She wants to spend all this money for a one-day thing.
Hello, we went the cheap route.
I know. We're going through the drive-through. Vegas style, baby. Woo!
Beep, beep.
All right, guys. Hey, thank you for listening to this episode. There's a subscribe button. I think, take the phone out of your pocket and press subscribe. So when you press subscribe and I come out with a new episode, you get a notification that Bernie and Marley have a new episode. All right, guys. Hopefully you got some value out of this podcast. And like always, we like to release relatable content. And thank you for listening. Lates.